Oh, we do have a public speaker? Oh, okay. So we have Daniel Freischit. Are you here? You have 5 minutes to depute before the committee. Go ahead.
Thank you. How's my audio?
Speak a little louder, but we can hear
Louder?
you.
Okay. Sometimes I go too
Yeah,
close
that's
into
better.
this thing. Um, you guys know me. I'm a regular, a frequent flyer here at these meetings. I feel kind of at home now. First couple of times I was quite nervous. I'm still a bit nervous, but I feel more at home now. So thank you for letting me speak. I got a call in January of 2022. Okay. It was the first call of many of people who are getting fired for vaccination status. I feel like I'm a one note Charlie here on my vaccine issue. I'm not anti-vax, I'm just anti having people get fired for not taking the vaccine. The call I got in January of 2022 was a person who was actually having a mental breakdown because they got fired. It wasn't in the Toronto jurisdiction, but I actually got a lot of calls after. This person ended up clinically depressed, taking antidepressants. I could tell by her voice that she was broken. I think diabetes was. It was a bad situation, all for having not gotten vaccinated. They lost it all: pension, and even employment insurance. As this board may or may not know, the crime, unquote, of not getting vaccinated means people don't get. It's considered misconduct under a weird application. And I fought and I'm still fighting that it shouldn't be misconduct under the employment insurance scheme, that it shouldn't be misconduct for not getting vaccinated. My point is, I was getting tons of these mental physical breakdowns because people were getting fired. And this person, by the way, was remote working for 2 years, sacrificed everything. I implored, and this city had its vaccine mandate up until November of 2022. And at that point, the chief medical officer of health got on the record and said, hey, let people decide on their own. I thought that was a bit late into the game. Some people called it much earlier that mandates were wrong. I thought, and yeah, we'll get into the history of that, but in January, February of 2022, early on, people knew that it was not stopping transmission, and that workplace mandates didn't make any sense. And the province got on the record, and I think so. For the chief medical officer of health of Toronto to finally speak out in November of 2022 was a bit late to the game. But this is a 2023 appraisal of her of what she's done, which for the public, and the effusive praise I think is warranted to an extent. And Chair, thank you for doing that. And I do wonder what more the chief medical officer of health could have done in 2023 to tone down the ongoing mandates that have created a separate mental and physical crisis, I think, in Toronto that maybe is not getting to the proper attention of this board. At the end of the day, the buck stops with the medical officer of health, and so in a way, it falls upon her to really address, to incorporate, and to ask what more could have been done. So besides speaking out in November of 2022, I asked myself, what more could the chief medical officer have done in 2023 to stop ongoing mandates that are still happening in this city to this day, and that are having a separate health problem that aren't really getting to the attention of the medical officer of health? What more could she have done? Speak out monthly? Could she, like every month, get on the record and say, hey, Toronto companies, stop with this already. It's causing problems. Well, there's no data. I don't have all the full data on all the health problems that the ongoing mandates are causing, so I can't really. What more could she have done in 2023 to stop this? I'm trying. I'm just a guy here speaking 5 minutes every now and again to the board. I'm doing my part, tweeting like a maniac, line advocacy. Don't forget to like, subscribe. There's only so much I can do. But what could the medical officer of health have done? The scarf that I don't know if it's still hanging in there. The scarf is nice. I'm dealing with people that still are on antidepressants. I don't know. I don't even want to say the S word, but self-harm that happens when people don't have jobs, are treated like commodities in the workplace. As much as the buck stops with the medical officer of health, okay, she has to speak to some pretty powerful groups: Ontario Hospital Association, CPSO, federal, provincial agencies that still are requiring the jab. There's only so much she can do. The moral of the story, and this is the insight that I came up with, there's only so much she can do. She's got conflicts. She needs the Board of Health behind her to speak out. So you all need to, so as much as the buck stops with her, the board has to be behind her and speak out and say, put an end to this stuff. It's enough. People need jobs. Don't discriminate against them on the basis of their vaccination status.
5 seconds.
It's causing a separate health crisis. I see it. I'm doing my hair's getting grayer from it.
Thank you.
So much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank
Any
you.
questions? You can ask, questions anytime.
Yeah. Any questions for the deputant? Seeing none, thank you for coming in today. Be well.